All right. Let's get it in. Oh, these crazy wires everywhere. All right. Let's get it in, people. All right, give me 1 second here. I am messing around with this contraption. How's everybody doing today? All right, let's see how this looks. All right, see what's going on here. That's what I wanted to see, man. That's what I wanted to see. Make sure that's working. Trying to mess around with this thing. A little bit funky with the OBS and the comments. That's what I'm trying to do over here. So I was a little bit late, but as they say, better late than never, right? So let me go ahead and mess around with this a little bit more while you guys are coming in. How's everybody doing today? Hope all is well in YouTube land. Let me see what we got. And there we go. There we go. I got that going a little bit. Shirt's a little tight in the neck, homie. All right. So, oh, that went off, huh? There we go. All right, man. So let's get you guys in here. See how everybody's doing today. Let me see if we got the phone number. Trying to do the live with the OBS. I don't know. The OBS is better with the, and for people who are content creators and use it, it's better with the overlays and all. It's easier to move stuff around. But the comments and stuff is so much easier on what's the name? StreamYard, man. He said, what that shit do? What's up, whack boy? We over here, we're gonna chop it up a little bit right now. About all the stuff that's going on here in Los Angeles, man. Make sure we got enough people in here and we get started here pretty soon, man. Yeah, there we go. That's right, man. You damn right. Blessed to be alive, man. That's what I'm talking about. So, you know, what up, Gil? Cali Mac all day, every day. Let's get him in here, people. Let's get him in here. Let's get him in here. We'll pop 100 and we'll get going, man. Meanwhile, I'll start doing my thing. Where we at? We're at 90. Come on, let's push this bad boy. Today's what? Today's Wednesday. We in the building. We doing the damn thing. How's everybody doing today, man? So, yeah, let's talk some stuff about, you know, what's going on in LA. You saw that comment from Ice-T. And Ice-T's been getting a little bit of heat for that stuff, man. Does he deserve the heat? Nah, yes and no. I mean, I don't think he deserves, like, major heat for any of that stuff. But let's check out and see where is... What's up, Jorge? How we doing, man? Let's see, where is... Man, did I not? Okay, here we go. Getting Nate Diaz on the show. Tell him to tap in with me, homie. I'll get him in a day. Some people, it's just not that easy, right? Okay, so Ice-T's comments. And this is what I like about OBS, man. I can move this stuff around, whereas in other stuff, you can't. You kind of just stuck, right? Let me lock some of these bad boys. Now I can move this guy here. No, that's me. Give me 1 second. Bear with me. I haven't done OBS in quite a little bit here. So let me lock that real quick. Come on, big guy. Why aren't you moving? Why is that guy not moving? Ice-T's comment. There you go. Well, I guess Ice-T's comment doesn't want to move, man. He said, Charlie, Ice-T said, I ain't going nowhere, player. I'm stuck right here. All right, well, you guys can read it. Ice-T says to local rappers, don't wear jewelry because LA is just a dangerous place. And I want to talk about that. I want to talk about the situation of how it seems like every so many months you're hearing of, just that. You're hearing of LA rappers getting killed. And the thing is, it's really not so much about, I personally don't think, man. I don't believe it's so much about just the jewelry. Hold on a second, man. This thing's. There we go. I didn't mean to flash you guys there real quick, but yeah, that shit was killing me, brother. That shit was killing me. There we go. Feeling much more comfortable right about now. So yeah, I don't believe it's so much just a jewelry thing. I think that LA itself has just been getting completely out of control. And I've been saying this for well over a couple years, that crime was going to go through the roof, that it was just going to be a shit show as far as murders, as far as any other kind of stuff, right? Okay, here we go. And this is the stuff that I'm telling you, right? So we'll get back to this. We'll get back to this whole conversation, right? About Ice-T, about the rappers. But this is what I want to kind of educate a lot of you about. You know, it's easy to sit there and just blame it on, you know, jewelry or whatnot. But this is the reality, man. The reality is this. Where are we at? Crime. Victims. Let's look at the victims. Let me get these things out of here. All right. So this is one of them right here. And that's another one right there, right? But let's start off with this young lady right here. This young lady, God, I have my notes over here. Oh, here we go. There are my notes. I know I did my homework. Let me get this guy out of here. Vamos. Okay. This is Kim Glass. She's a former Olympic volleyball player. And I think it was maybe like 6 months ago, out here in Los Angeles, downtown LA, some dope fiend put a pipe to her face. And you can apparently see what damage it did. This is just one person. And these are people that, you know, stuff like this happens in Los Angeles every single day. I mean, every single day, it's just happening worse and worse because of the crime policies that are out here. It's not really, if you know what's going on in the streets, if you know what's going on with the policies, if you kind of know both worlds, you know what it is, man. And this is exactly what this is. This is policy, right? This is one. This is also a NASCAR driver, right? What's his name? Bobby East. Bobby East was also killed in Los Angeles within the last year. He was at a gas station, and that law-abiding citizen down there tried to rob him, stabbed him, killed him. Dibs doesn't have any jewelry on. The volleyball player, she didn't have any jewelry on. It was just some random assholes trying to come up on people and kill them, right? Here we go. This is a kicker right here. This right here is Miss Karen Bass. Miss Karen Bass, maybe some of you guys will know her. Maybe some of you guys will not know her. Karen Bass is running for mayor of Los Angeles. She is one of the top runners. Her and Caruso. Those are the two that are going to be, the runoff is in November, about a month and a half from now. She's running for mayor of Los Angeles. All right, Karen Bass. Guess what happened to Karen Bass this week? Well, Karen Bass's home was burglarized and 2 guns were stolen from her home. This is somebody running for mayor of Los Angeles. She has a great chance of becoming mayor of LA. She had an interview today on Fox News, and this I didn't like one bit. She straight said, no, she feels safe and everything's good. Now I know for a fact she's lying. And how can I prove she's lying? Anybody who's ever been victimized, and it could be somebody broke into your car, stole your stereo, right? Or somebody can break into your house and steal your stuff. Anybody who owns any property and has even a car stereo stolen, you don't know who it is. Guess what? You're looking around. I wonder if that person did it. I wonder if this person did it. I wonder if this person took my stuff. And I could only imagine if somebody broke into my home, my sense of security is gone. My sense of security is gone. I am not feeling safe anymore. I don't care what nobody says. You may feel safe a few weeks, a few months down the line, but a week from when you were burglarized to sit there and come out on news and say, oh, no, I feel completely safe. I call bullshit. I call flat out bullshit. You're not going to sit here and have your home be burglarized where you live and say you feel safe. That is Los Angeles right now. Los Angeles is a mecca for drugs. It's a mecca for homelessness. It's a mecca for crime. It's a mecca for gangs. Right now, and I've been saying this for a while, people, this reminds me of 1989. And we're rolling, and we're just right now, this is probably like 92, let's say. We're rolling into the 90s right now because politicians just ain't doing their job. Everybody wants to sit here and hug out the criminals and then be crying about, oh, man, we can't be locked. No. All the streets know is you got to be rough. You got to be tough, homie. In the gang life, who makes the rules and the laws? The ones who are being nice? No, it's the motherfuckers that press up on you, and you know if you do something wrong, you just might get killed. Or you're going to get a nice beatdown. Guess what? Those are the homies that people are going to pay attention to. So do you really believe that fools out there running amok in the streets are going to sit here and be like, oh, man, they're making laws nicer for us, so we don't have to have bail anymore, man? No, they're looking at that shit and say, fuck this shit, homie. Let's ride. And it's a damn shame. See what you guys got, man. Yeah, Karen Bass walks around armed around Los Angeles. Absolutely, man. Yeah, approving CC. Yeah, the gun control. But let's keep going. This is not something that just happened overnight. This does it have to do with the jewelry? Yes, it absolutely does. But it's not completely 100% what that is, right? So let's keep going a little bit. And then after that, we'll start talking about the whole rap thing. We'll talk about the Ice-T thing. We'll take some phone calls, right? So let's keep going. So let me show you something else. I'm just dropping some knowledge on you people, man. I'm just dropping some knowledge on you people. Check this out. Check this out. All right, hold on. Let's go back. Los Angeles Sheriff Department stats show a 94% jump in homicides in LA County. Get back here, buddy. Get back here, buddy. Okay. Are you going to stay? I don't know. In LA County over the past 2 years, Sheriff Villanueva says, murders are skyrocketing right now, right? Murders are skyrocketing. Crime is skyrocketing. Let me see. All right. Let me get this out of my face. Murders are skyrocketing. Crime is skyrocketing. Robberies are skyrocketing. It is the wild, wild west out here in LA. Is it dangerous? Hell yeah, it's dangerous, man. But is it just the criminals' fault? No, it's the criminals' faults and the politicians' faults because they continue to let this shit happen. They continue to sit there and try to be soft on crime. I'm not saying lock everybody up and throw away the key. No, I'm not saying that whatsoever. But I am saying you got to know when you're being taken advantage of. You got to know when you're passing softer and softer laws. Your heart may be in the right place, but again, when it comes to the streets is undefeated. The streets does not give a fuck. The streets ain't going to sit there and say, oh, man, you're going to do something good for me. Nah, the streets are going to be like, oh, I'm going to get a gun charge. I'm going to get out. Oh, let's do this. Oh, I'm going to rob somebody. I'll get no bail. I can get out. Let's do this. Oh, I'm not going to get any gang enhancements. I'm not going to get a gun enhancement. Let's do this. That's how the streets think. It's a fact. I mean, you can believe whatever you want. It's a fact. So look at the crime right there. Look at that beautiful. Look at that, brother. Hold on. Let me get that out of here. Look at that big spike, man. I only wish that our pay rate was going up that high, but it's not, and it's going to continue to go up until we actually do something about it. Hold on, let me get some phone calls going here. All right, here we go. Let me move. That's the number right there. You guys can call 818-538-9330. Let me get this thing ready to rock and roll. Because I know you guys will be calling, and then we'll discuss it. Okay. So this is what I see, man. Like this is what I've seen a lot on social media, Instagram, YouTube, pretty much. That's mostly the ones I see, right? It seems, and I know it doesn't seem, it is. Believe it or not, the gang element, the street element in Los Angeles actually takes the murder of PNB, right? As a stripe. Straight up. They see it as a stripe. Like, yeah, man, LA is dangerous as fuck. Don't be coming over here. You're going to get your shit took. This, and that. That's how it's being portrayed. You know, I'm hearing stuff like, man, you can't be walking down the street and hang me to fucking, to the lions or hang me to the pit bulls. This ain't no lions. This ain't no pit bulls, homie. It's just a bunch of thug-ass fools out there robbing people. All right, they ain't, to me, I hate to break the news to you. Maybe to some of them people that want to think like that, think that's real gangster. But ain't nothing gangster about going and putting a gun to somebody who's innocent, that ain't doing shit, that ain't on no gangbang tip, and robbing them. There's nothing gangster about going into a restaurant and murdering a 30-year-old young man. That isn't about no gangster stuff, isn't about no bullshit like that, right? And killing him in front of everybody, dude. Just like that for some jewelry, right? And the crazy part is when that guy pulled the trigger and his partner pulled the trigger, they didn't just take that guy's life, they took their own lives. They just don't know it yet. They're gonna get arrested. They'll be arrested within a week. All right, they're gonna be arrested within a week, 2 max. They got video on them. I'm sure people got phone video on them. I'm sure they had their phones on them. Location. It's a wrap for both of them. All right, let's see what we got coming in.
Call.
Tony, make sure to turn that back. Oh, well, you hung up, Tony. I hate to break the news to you. Let's see what we got in the comments section. Oh, man. Man, I need my glasses, player. There we go. Gil, what's worse? Now or the 90s? No, the 90s were much, much worse. I mean, much worse because the 90s had the numbers. We're moving up to those numbers, but the 90s had the numbers because in the 90s, you would go to every single block, and I mean every single block, let's say on the weekend, you're going to find, I don't know, 20, 30, 40, sometimes 50 guys in some other hoods, more than that. But I mean, every single block had people posted. That's the big difference between the street and gang element from the 90s and now. This is the biggest difference, right? And I don't care what nobody says. It ain't about the violence. No, the violence is still the same. You probably get killed much quicker today than you would then. It just depends on the person. The biggest difference of 90s gangs and today's gangs is in the 90s, part of the game of gangbanging, right, was you were posted on the block. That was the most important part. You were posted on the block. We would have so much pride standing on the block and be like, fool, I'm posted, homie. And it wasn't like this shit nowadays. Oh, well, drop your location. Drop your location. Fuck, drop your location, motherfucker. You know where my hood's at. That was the 90s, homie. It wasn't none of that bullshit. Like I said, it wasn't no drop your location. You know where my hood's at, homie. You want to come and get some? Come and get some. That was the biggest difference. And I don't think anybody can sit here and argue, even though you always get somebody to argue, I guess. But that was the biggest difference. What's up, Drew Cuts? Let me see what you got. Drew Cuts. Let me open it up on my thing here. It didn't pop up. Why not? All right, let's get this phone call in here. Tacos and workouts. What's up, homeboy? Talk to me. Well, there's always gonna be corruption, whether it's at the cops, whether it's at the PTA, whether it's at a football even league. There's always corruption because we are human beings, and as human beings, there's always dirtbags, right? But just like we don't like to be stereotyped as a whole, like I will say straight up, not all gang members are bad people. They're just join gangs and they're doing whatever they're doing, right? Straight up. But there is some that are straight evil motherfuckers. Just the same thing with the cops. So we don't want to be stereotyped. So you can't sit there and just throw the whole blanket on the whole department, because at the end of everything, who would you rather have living next to you? a bunch of homies drinking, pissing on the curb, throwing their beer out there. When your old lady walks out, hey baby, how you doing? Or a sheriff that goes to work every day and protects and serves. Yes. Well, yeah. The thing is, we gotta hold people accountable, and we gotta we. This is my thing. I'm hoping to hopefully get both of the sheriff guys in here to come and talk to us, to have that conversation, so we can ask these tough questions to the candidates. We need to grow a platform big enough where we are a voice where they can't ignore us, and people will eventually be, hey man, you need to go over there. You need to answer these questions from us, because usually what these candidates do, whether it's mayoral, sheriff, city council, they don't get asked tough questions. They get the questions ahead of time, and they get the softball questions, but that doesn't help us. We need to get some tough questions in there and hold these people accountable when they're running for office, and then when they're finally in office as well. For sure, Carnal. Thank you. Bye bye. Oh Jesus! Hey, homie. You know what? Tacos and workouts. I apologize, brother. I just saw right now that nobody that nobody could hear you, homie. That was tacos and workouts. You can check them out on YouTube, man. I'm sorry. I'll give you a plug, man. But yeah, I had the thing off, man. I apologize for that. There you go. Here we go. Here we go. That's the man right there. Caller, caller. What's good, Johnny? I'm listening forward.
Hey, what's up, Gil?
Talk to me, homeboy.
Who's this? Not much, man. Just I like your point of view, man. You talk like me.
Right, right. So what do you think about all this stuff with the crime, with Ice T saying, no, don't be wearing your jewelry, this is dangerous, and all that
I mean,
stuff.
he's overhyping, like you say. It's like a stripe over here with these people on the streets.
That's what it
But
is, homie.
like you said, you hit it. You hit it on the head, man. They're gonna do. Dudes out there doing their thing. They're gonna take what you give them.
Yeah,
every little inch.
You know
They
this,
know you're
homie.
gonna get a slap on the hand. Well, sign us up for that. That's what they're saying.
You know
Ain't
this,
nothing
homie.
stopping them.
You know this, man.
Ain't nobody stopping them, man.
Anybody who knows
Yeah,
anything
yeah.
about the streets or ran the streets, know that's how it goes, homie. You want to
Right on, right
the
on.
more you give me, the more I'm gonna take. Not plain and simple.
Exactly.
And that's just facts.
Exactly.
Yeah, for sure, homie.
Exactly, man.
That's right, brother.
Just making it easier for him, man.
Yes, sir.
Hey, Gil, I just wanted to tell you, man, I grew up right there off of Laurel Canyon and Stag, bro. I'm 55, man, so I've been back there in the day. I went to Sun Valley, and all of 170 got robbed off the 170 in Sheldon. Used to sell flowers. It's the whole valley thing, you know what I mean?
You're
right on, brother. I like you, man.
Thank you. I appreciate it, man. You were there when it all began, homeboy.
Yeah.
For
Hell
sure.
yeah.
Hey,
Went to Poly.
Yeah, that's right. Thanks for the phone call, homie. Appreciate it.
Hey, take it easy, Gil.
All right, brother. Late. That's right. All right, let's see what you guys got, man. We need the right people for the job. We need the right people for the job. Yeah, pretty much, homeboy. I agree with that, Carnal. I agree with that. Yeah, this Pancho Villa said NH is boring, my boy. And you know what? I like boring, homie. I like boring. I don't want all this action over here, Carnal. I like boring. Boring is good, homie. Boring is good, Pancho Villa. I was in Crenshaw, full of hipsters now. Well, just a lot of Los Angeles itself is a tough place, man. It's a rough place to be. Let me go back and see some of these. So now we can't hear. Oh no, well you couldn't hear because I had it on mute. But you should have been able to hear the last one, right? I had that one on mute. Gil, get Conejo on the podcast. You gotta ask Conejo, homie. I'm waiting on him, carnal. Yeah, Pancho Villa. There you go, homeboy. But yeah, man, all that. Listen, right now you getting robbed, whether you got jewelry, whether you have not. Some people are trying to blame PNB Rock's girlfriend. And that isn't right, man. It's not her fault. She's going through some crazy shit as it is. What's going on, my man?
Nothing much, brother. Listening to your podcast tonight, and I couldn't agree with you more as far as the crime going up. And anybody can actually get a concealed weapons permit legally, I say go for it, man. You got to take care of your own out here.
No,
Take care of your family.
absolutely, absolutely. To me, I would be so pro having everybody with a gun out there. Straight up. Because if you're a criminal, you're going to have a strap. You're going to have a strap. And you know what thing that bugs me also? Because we always talk about how, we have certain rules of ethics in the gang world, especially the homies, right? And I'm not saying a homie did this crime, but why is it that we'll sit here and have a big old fit because a paletero gets robbed, but armed robberies are okay to do? That means I can go to any convenience store, put a gun in somebody's chest, to your uncle, to your aunt, to your mom, and say, give me your money. And if she doesn't like it, I can kill her. It's okay. In jail, that's okay. That's nothing wrong with that. And to me, it's like, wait a minute, we're supposed to be all these morals and values and the reglas, but I can go out there and just kill innocent people and rob them? Come on, homie. That ain't right.
No, it's wrong. And I'm telling people what we're doing here locally in Orange County is we are going to city council right now, and we're pressuring all these city council people we've proven to be corrupt.
Right.
And we're pressuring them right now. And they are getting the blow of the community right now. And they're scared because they're fighting for their political careers right now. And, it's not even Republicans. It's not Democrats. They're both corrupt as hell. And it's been proven here in the city where I live in Westminster. And we're putting pressure on them, and they are not liking it at all. And I advocate for people to go down to your city council, make some noise, man. And I'm actually putting boots to the ground and passing out flyers and doing all sorts of stuff around here lately, something I never thought I would do in my life. But anybody out there who has the time and cares, hey, man, you got to do what you got to do.
No, you got to do what you got to do to take care of your family and your loved ones, because nobody else is going to do it.
Exactly.
Man, for sure. Hey, man, I'm glad you're doing that thing, homie. More power to you, and I hope it works out for you guys.
Thank you, man. Keep it up.
For sure. Thank you for the phone call. Wait. All right. I think I turned it up. G-Lock Gaming is loud and clear, homeboy. Hopefully it's not too loud. Nah, that's about right. Let me see. Actually, it's probably low over here. There you go. Nice. That dude went live stream outside the Roscoe parking lot. That's a no-no. That, you know what? Yeah. Unfortunately, it sucks, dude. But yeah, you're absolutely right. Especially when you're that high profile, you can't be going live. Even myself, listen, I am not that high profile, but when I go out of town and all that stuff, and this, I got to credit to my wife. I don't post. I don't tell people I'm out of town. I don't people where I'm at and out of town. When I come back, I'll post it that I was there, because some people ask. For sure, G-Lock. Let's see what you got. Thank you for letting me know. What was it? Nasty Boy?
It's Wacky Boy.
Oh, Wacky Boy. All right, homie. The Spencer got it. What's up, Wacky Boy?
Look,
what you got?
Look, check it out. The truth of the matter is this, homie. It ain't that they soft on crime. What it is that white man, he calculated at everything he do.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
All right, let me hear you.
They know what they doing. So when they throw them laws that we call soft, they already know that the destroyed mind is going to get out there and act the fool. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So everything they do is calculated. You know what I'm saying? So they know our people going to get out there and act as straight fool. And they're going to be able to lock them up, throw away the key. You know what I mean? That's
I can see.
That's what the destroyed mind.
I can see. I can definitely see some of that. But the thing is this, that it frustrates me. That's the word. That this is the same.
Hey.
This is the same cycle we keep going through, and we haven't figured out as brown and black men that, hey, homie, this ain't the game. This is that bullshit. It's a trap. But we keep fucking going into that trap, even though we know that trap is coming.
Yeah, but see, the thing is this, though. They set the trap, right? And we keep running into that motherfucker.
Yep.
So now we lock into the trap. And let me tell you how we lock into the trap, because now we got rules and laws in the streets that our people got to play by. You see what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
And that right there, that keep us stuck. You see what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
It keep us fucked up. You know what I'm saying? And two motherfuckers is willing to move past that shit. We gonna always be in the same predicament every time.
You're absolutely right. But the thing is, I mean, it's just like I said, it's a fucking trap that older guys can see. Well, some right, and you see them like, dude, you know you're gonna fall in that shit, right? It ain't a free piece of bread. It's like a bird. You're looking at a bird, and there's that trap, and there's a little stick right there. And anybody, like a regular person, will look at that and say, "Damn, that bird's so fucking dumb." And it's not that they're dumb, but it's like, fuck, dude, it's right in front of you, brother. You're gonna sit there like that. The guy who killed PNB Rock, that guy, like I was saying before, he destroyed his life. He doesn't know he took his own life, whether he knows it or not right now, because he's gonna spend the rest of his life in prison. And then a few years right now, he's probably like, I don't give a fuck, this and that. But after he spends a 5-10,
Cholo,
yes sir.
Cholo, check me out. They don't give a fuck.
Well, they don't give a fuck for a few
Figure it out.
years. Once they get older and they're in the joint for 10 years, he's gonna wake up one day and say, "Fuck, I fucked my life up."
Cholo, motherfuckers ain't giving a fuck. Motherfuckers out here foaming at the mouth. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
That's the fuck.
I feel,
Motherfuckers out here fuck.
but they gotta realize that ain't the game, homie. That ain't the hustle. That ain't the hustle, man.
Yeah. I mean, we know that.
Yeah, we know
'Cause,
that.
you know, I'm 50 years old. I'm 50 and you up in age, right?
Man, homie,
Well, check it
don't
out.
expose my age. Don't expose my age, wacky.
Oh, yeah. I'm 50. Look, I'm 50. I got my grades and I'm rocking the motherfuckers. But check it out, though. This is the thing, though. Remember where they at? We was once there.
Yeah, of
You see
course.
what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
So now we older. We care about life now. But you got to remember, we was their age once where, you know, we didn't give a fuck. You feel
Yeah,
me?
yeah.
And that's where they at.
No, I get that. The difference is this. Not so much in their mentality, it's the same shit that we were at when we were young, right? But the difference is this.
Exactly.
Now, when we were young, there wasn't really any older homies because all that gang shit was still fairly new. All the going to prison was popping. There was weights in prison, cigarettes, porn. It was actually a cracking place to coming out of YA, coming out of prison. People weren't really getting stretched. You do a murder, like a manslaughter, you do 8 years, 10 years. A murder, you get 15, and then little by little, they just started more time. And now,
Yeah.
this is like us coming out of that ride, and now we're coming out. We're telling youngsters, "Hey, fool, this shit ain't the ride." And we never had that when we were young.
Yeah, but listen though, we all listen. I'm gonna tell you some real shit, and we all guilty of it. Long as you keep on promoting them old gangsters on your what's your name, for the kids can sit back and glorify and make them their heroes. Long as I sit and still keep going to the neighborhood, talk to your little homies, talk about war stories, that shit gonna keep going on.
You're absolutely
As
right.
long as everybody on their platform keep on bringing gangsters on their shit, talking about their war stories, you got motherfuckers. Like I told you when I talked to you a week ago, these are babies. You feel me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And you know what? And they fans of that shit.
Yeah, for
So
sure.
we keep on pushing it in their face. So in order for it to be some type of change, motherfuckers got to kick back on that, on glorifying that shit. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, but this is I think it's even harder than that because rap music does its job
All
on
of
its
that.
own, right?
All of that. All of that. But you know, they had a meeting in LA some years ago, and see, the thing with rap music is this: they ain't gonna let you put nothing soft out there.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
Unless you listen, if you ain't calling women bitches, talking about killing some shit, they ain't fucking with it.
Right. Straight up. And
And that's the problem.
in the 80s to the 90s, it seemed like, 80s, late 80s, before NWA and all that came out, there was actually a message in rap music. There was always a good message, and then all that's out the window now.
Yeah, it's out the window. But like I say, look, black people ain't controlling rap music. Latinos ain't controlling rap music. It's the motherfucking Jews. The
Yeah.
white people, they control that.
Absolutely.
And they gonna tell you that if you trying to come out rapping about ABC, we ain't fucking with that. If you ain't calling a woman a bitch, a hoe, or none of that, or you ain't talking about killing a motherfucker or taking something, that's the only shit they want to promote.
Yes.
And that's our fault
Yes.
because we created something and we let them control it.
Yes, sir.
See, that's the problem. But I ain't gonna hold you up on your podcast. I know other people trying to call in, but Cholo, we gotta stop
It's all love,
bringing
homie.
these type of people on where the babies glorifying that shit. You know what I'm saying?
For sure, homeboy. For sure, homie. I appreciate you, my man.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. Homeboy. Have a good one. Late. That's the homie right there. All right, let's keep it going, man. Forgot about the white man, homie. Look at the man in the mirror, huh? Yeah. Don't hate, appreciate. Gil, why don't you show love to the channels up north? They ain't channels up north. There's people out of state, homeboy. Stop lying to yourself, carnal. Come on, huh? Joe, what's good?
Hey, how's it going?
It's going. Talk to me.
Yeah. So your other caller talked about music influencing the kids.
Yes.
Just curious though, like, do you know what kind of TV shows these people watch?
Which are these people?
I guess like the people doing crime and all that, because honestly, I don't really watch TV, so I can't tell you what they watch.
I don't think it's so much. I don't think they're watching TV shows. I think most of those guys are on social media, just watching whatever they want and watching rap videos, and shit like that. But I don't think guys in the streets are really too much into Netflix or Hulu and watching shows. I know at least I wasn't when I was young. When I was young out in the streets, I wasn't watching TV, homie. I was listening to fucking music and just running amok.
Yeah, because I think like you're saying, social media, but it's still crazy because in the 90s you guys didn't have social media. You guys were still running amok and whatnot, but now it's like social media. Like I don't know. I would think social media would have made it, I guess, better, or not better for less crime, but I guess it's used for evil.
Well,
Does that make sense?
Well, it's both. But one thing that social media has shown us, and hopefully it starts showing more these young guys. We're all the same. We have the same struggles, the same hoods. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, exactly.
It doesn't matter what hood you're from, or what part of the state you're from. You might have a different lingo. You might have a different style, even from L.A., from the Valley, from East L.A., from the Harbor area. You might have different style of talking, but at the same time, at the same page, you still have issues with drugs, issues with fatherless homes, issues with poverty, all this stuff. It's all the same song and dance, just in a different city or a different block.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was trying to say about it, that it was supposed to make it better, but I guess people just, I don't know, they gravitate towards the bad and not the good. And it's hard, when you're young.
For sure.
You think you know everything and whatnot.
Yeah. It's definitely very difficult when you're young, because when you're young, you think you know it all, one. I was there. Two, some old motherfucker ain't gonna really tell me what to do because you don't know what I'm feeling. Three, if you're in a gang life, you really believe that that's all there is to life. You don't see past your block or your city or wherever you live. You think this is what life has to offer me. This is all life has to offer me. And the only way I can get there is like how those guys did, is go and rob a guy with a lot of money with one lick. I'm gonna change my life. But no, they aren't gonna change their life. They're gonna go to prison for the rest of their lives.
Yeah, and it's unfortunate, but what else can I add to it? And just you're one of the part of the change. People like you and
right. Everybody loses in that situation, which is sad.
But yeah, I just wanted to get that out, and I don't know if people want to check out some shows. Like, they're not. It's called The Wire. I don't know if you heard of that show.
Yeah, it's a great
Pretty good show. Yeah, so I recommend that show, and also The Sopranos. It is kind of like a little different, but still worth checking out. So just thought I'd say
For
that.
Sure.
All right, bro. My call.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Oh, man, where we at? Selena's Report. I'm hating on everybody up there. I can't give Selena's Report a shout-out because he's from up north. There ain't nothing romantic about getting shot, leaving your loved ones for years at a time. That's what's up, man. Shout out to you, brother. Let's see what you got. It's Art. What's going on, brother?
What's going on, Gil?
Talk to me.
Listen, I've been listening to the podcast since it started and shit. I'd like to invite everybody that is eligible to obtain their CCW permits to go ahead and do it, because if you live in a high crime area, that CCW is worthy of coming to you if you live in a high crime area.
Absolutely.
I don't know if people know this, but that's what they look at. If you live in somewhere where there's no crime, you might not get it. You might get it if you've been victimized or whatever.
Right.
But I suggest to everybody that is eligible for one of those fucking things to go get it, get their hands on a fucking weapon, learn how to use that weapon, get correct training, put fucking some time aside from watching movies or whatever. Dude, it's getting crazy out here, homeboy. Like, there's literally, I live next to a 7-Eleven, and there's literally, I can't take my daughter to go get cookies.
Yeah.
chocolate chip cookies anymore,
Yeah.
homeboy.
Yeah, yeah.
Because like, okay, fine, fuck it, I'll go. And then what happens to her if I get fucked up? You feel me? Like, I'm just one man. It doesn't mean it doesn't. Nobody cares what I've done in my life or the training or whatever. Dude, even if you super hard, even if you're fucking Rambo, 15 motherfuckers are gonna fuck you up with no gun.
Yeah,
Come on,
yeah, for sure, man.
it's horrible.
And also, they've taken, especially California, they've taken the rights from the people who are really the victims. If to me, I would love California to be a stand your ground state where if somebody's trying to
Hell
rob
yeah.
you, you stand your ground. You got a gun that's registered. You can shoot these people. Straight up. When I say these people, I say
Hell
people who are robbing you. I mean, because if somebody's out there trying to rob you, if somebody's willing to put a gun in front of your face and tell you, give me your money, give me your chain, give me your jewelry, they're willing to kill you, just like this poor young rapper. So we should be protecting our citizens out here in California, but instead of that, what we're doing is
Yes, sir.
we're protecting the criminals, homie. Let's just be straight up. And it's a damn shame.
It's fucking disgusting. And like you say, you have a very big point. All of us, all the citizens, we need to vote
Yeah.
to correct people in.
Yes. Voting is our
We need
power.
to make our fucking vote count.
Yes, sir.
Exactly.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We got to stop voting for
That's
people
some
who
real
want to sit
shit.
there and hug the streets. I mean, you hug the streets. When the street's hugging you, they're going to be picking your pocketing, and after that, they're going to stab you in the back. That's what the street does.
Straight up, bro.
Hey, Art,
keep doing your thing, you.
Thanks for the phone call. Appreciate you all the time, my man.
Hell yeah. Buenas noches, homie.
Buenas noches, carnal. Late. That's big Art right there. The streets have no emotion. It's a cold, cold place, and you know this, carnal. It's usually like people who never ran the streets, don't know nothing about the streets. The first one be like, "No, man, you can't be like that, girl. You're just this and that." Nah, I know the real. Let's see who we got. 323. Wow. Ooh, kind of loud, oh boy. Caller. Nah, you hung up. You got scared, homie. You got scared. Da-da-da-da. Let's see what we got over here. Good stuff. Fainer Loke says, just stop flashing your diamonds and your cash. Everyone is watching what you have and who. There's a lot of people trying to come up on. Yeah, I do agree with you on that. But on the other side of that token is, at what point do we stop? Later on, it's going to be, imagine if it was, let me see. Let me get this guy. Give me 1 second, Johnny. Imagine imagine Fainer or anybody else. Right now it's jewelry, right? What's next? Oh, man, you can't wear certain clothes because they know you got money. So if you wear some nice Nikes or some Jordans, you can't do that. Then after that, oh, man, you shouldn't get a nice car because you know what? People are going to come and get you. Oh, man, you can't buy a nice house because then people... No, this is America, damn it. We don't live in a third world country. We shouldn't have to hide what we got from people because people want to rob you. What we got to do is punish those people that rob you, and that's it. Go ahead, Johnny.
Hey, bro. Ever since they stopped whipping kids' ass, it's a ban, bro. Hey, we're the new Indians in this country, bro. They're after us all. We got to get our shit together.
Yeah, for sure. But
People need tough love.
I don't know if it's
Tough love is the best love.
Yeah, tough love is the best love for sure, homeboy. And that goes across the board. Straight up. That goes in the criminal justice system. That goes in the school system. That goes in a home. You need to show you need structure. Straight up. You need some kind of structure. And if there's no structure, it's the Wild Wild West.
Yeah, and like as far as the hip hop game, they're using us all because they promote us to hate white people, this and that shit. We're on the same boat. If you don't got a check, you're in the same boat. It don't matter.
Yeah, poverty has no color line, my man. Hey, man, I appreciate the phone call. Thank you, late. Let's see what we got. Selena's report. Let me get that. Hey, Shadowband, give me 1 second. Appreciate the substance in every conversation on American Cholo. That's what's up, homeboy. Thank you. All right, Shadowband, what's going on?
What's up, American Cholo? So I heard you say he was a LA rapper. He's not from LA, actually. I just looked it up. He's
No,
from
he's from
Philadelphia.
Yeah, he's from Philly.
Yeah, and he's also one of the rappers that on his Instagram, I think, with his millions of followers, with the kids watching, who said that if 6ix9ine, Tekashi 6ix9ine gets capped, my life will be made. So the Grim Reaper came to him first. What do you think about that? Do you agree with him?
No, I don't agree with him. I think saying about 6ix9ine, 6ix9ine to me personally has been having that coming for years because 6ix9ine is part of the problem. Because 6ix9ine is a guy who sat there and was talking Mr. Gangster shit. After that, broke it down, snitched on everybody. And then if he would have snitched on everybody and walked away and just left that life alone, I would say, well, whatever. 6ix9ine walked away and left that life alone. But unfortunately, 6ix9ine is still trolling the hell out of people. That's how he makes a living. I mean, he's definitely a talented guy, but he makes a living of trolling people who are dead. Listen, if somebody's dead and you're a real gangster about it, you just leave it alone. It is what it is. There is nothing to be said because the ultimate thing has been done to that person. They have been killed. And for you to sit there and say something like that, it's just to me, what 6ix9ine did, it's some punk shit. And if he was a real man about if he was really a gangster, he would have just kept it quiet. And that's it. Silence is the best policy when it comes to stuff like that, in my opinion.
I agree with you. I have another question, American Cholo. That's cool.
Yeah, shoot.
Do you believe in the Illuminati?
Do I believe in Illuminati? Not in the sense that that a lot of people do, but do I believe that there's super rich powers that run things? Yeah, you have to because they've been for many years. If you do your history on World War II and how many companies that are around today, such as Ford, such as Coca-Cola, such as who else? I mean, just countless amount of companies that are American companies that were doing business with Hitler and the Nazis, straight up. And you had some of the royal family from the Queen's people over there. It's all about money. It's all about making money. It's all about keeping us without a voice, without really seeing the big picture. Because in America, especially, there is enough money to go around. But the super rich are so greedy, but they got so much power because they sit there and sway the politicians. You know, if I got $10 billion and I don't want a certain law to go into place, what do? I start putting money to all the politicians. So I'm not going to give you money after this. And they will make laws that benefit them. So, yeah, there's definitely something out there. I mean, I guess it's like saying, do you believe in God? You know, there's many different religions, but at the end, it's just one God. So, you know, some people may call it the Illuminati. Some people may call it just the super rich, the 1%. But there's definitely something out there.
Yeah, you're right, 100%. They are the you should look into it. They're the Scientologists, the Freemasons, and the Vril Society. But that's it. I'm gonna let you go. Thanks for picking up my call.
For sure. Thank you for calling, man. Appreciate it. Bye-bye. That's why your podcast goes very important. People are listening. It may take some time, but people will listen. I hope so. Hopefully they listen before they whack me, fool. That might be coming. You might say, yeah, American Schultz get arrested for something. I haven't broken the law in many, many years, homie, so don't believe him. Let's keep it going. 2 Chronicles 7:4. Let me see. Carlos Lopez says, I used to maybe watch your colors when you come to LA. Now these days, you better watch what you got in LA, meaning your jewelry. Yeah, for sure. And it actually reminds me of a conversation I had with Glasses Malone. I asked him about, you know, what do you think about all the robberies and all this stuff that's going on? And Glasses' answer, which a couple other people's answer, is like, oh, well, you know, they're robbing the rich people, this and that. Well, there's a lot of rich rappers out there which are African American. So they're robbing their own people. Everybody's robbing. It doesn't matter what color you are. The difference is that you will see the robberies that happen in Beverly Hills and you know, Rodeo Drive in the rich areas. But you won't see that in the news when they're robbing the regular person that's just coming home from work. And that's happening all the time. Robberies are at an all-time high. Murders are at an all-time high. And we are the ones being affected by this stuff. People who are politicians, regardless of political party, live in private places, have security, have, like Karen Bass, she has private security. She had 2 guns. She's supposed to be this, loving Democrat that, anti this. No, man. They got security. They got straps. Why shouldn't we, man? Straight up. Can those... Let's see what this guy is. Vinner Lokes, smash that like button, homie. There you go, carnal. So in LA, when dudes kill rivals and go back and destroy candles and murals families make for the loved ones, is that trolling? To me, it is. To me, it is. I've never done that shit. To me, it's once somebody's dead, that's it, homie. That's the game. It's like this. Let me put it to you this, Cali Grown Kush. This is just me, homie. I don't know, other youngsters, other people could do, even other homies that were my age when they were young, they could do whatever they want. But this is the way I took it. There's 2 kind of people. There's 2 kind of boxers, right? There's one boxer who wins a fight, and after he wins, he's talking all kind of shit, being all this, doing all that, after he knocked the guy out, like on some fucking childish kid shit. There's another one, the guy's knocked out, goes back to his corner, the guy gets counted out, comes back, he wins a fight. That's character, homie. That's being classy. Even though it's on gang stuff, whatever it is, that's character, that's classy. Have you ever seen a movie or an episode of some, and gangs are all emulating, like, let's say the Italian mob, right? The made men, right? Have you ever seen the Italian mob? Yeah, all fucking happy. Yeah, we whacked this guy. Oh yeah, let's go throw a party. Let's go fuck his shit up. Nah, homie, it's business. That's gangster. That's fucking gangster. The guy got smoked. It is what it is, homie. That's it. We're done celebrating. We're not. Maybe with the homies, you go have a beer and say, fuck that guy. Whatever. It is what it is. That's the game. But to sit there and throw that extra energy to go break that fool's memorial, spray on his mural. I got a homie over here that got smoked. His mural's up there. It's been up there for a few years. Thank God. I want to say, hopefully, mostly Raza's a little bit more respectful. Do they slip sometimes? Yeah, absolutely. And that's why I say with the N-word that I hope that the homies don't lose that structure. Because my fear is this, that the homies will eventually lose that structure and start doing some shady shit like that. I don't see homies going into a restaurant and robbing somebody like that. And I don't see it. Hopefully that's not the case. Because that to me is losing structure. That to me is losing a certain amount of respect. You don't sit there and do something in front of somebody's mom. You don't sit there, and especially when somebody's passed away and you go and destroy that memorial, the parents are gonna see that, homie. No, it's class, homie. It's class. It's character. Like I said, you can't buy that. You have to kind of, you just gotta be classy or not, carnal. So hopefully that answers your question, player. What's up, Gil? Cali Max, homie. You know this, carnal. Unfortunately, some are worth more dead, and that's what makes people, that's what makes people like stars forever, carnal. It's a shame. It shouldn't be. People should be celebrated with their life. Yeah, for sure. Oh yeah, Illinois just passed a law that there's going to be a no cash bail, which means you're going to be released. It could be second-degree murder. It could be assault. It could all kind of stuff. Why they're doing it, I don't know, homeboy, but it's not a good thing, or not. PM Rock should have gone to King Taco. He would have been safe. I don't know if it would have been safe. He would have been safer. That's for sure, man. It's a shame. You got people killing themselves. I mean, they want to sit here and talk about racist people this, racist people that. We're doing a much better job at taking each other out than any white person ever did, homeboy. Mana say you're breaking the law. You're speaking the truth. People don't like. Yeah, that's what they don't like about me. That's what they say. I don't like that vato American cholo. He fucking thinks he knows it all, and he. Nah, homie, I'm just telling it like it is, carnal. I came from the streets. I ran from the street. I ran in the streets. I was the guy carrying guns. I was the guy busting on you, homie. I was the guy you pull up in the hood and I got a strap. I was the gun that said, I was the guy who said, I don't give a fuck, and I meant it. I don't give a fuck, homeboy. So I'm talking from real life experience. If you want to keep being soft, you're going to see what's going to happen. There you go. Yeah, butthead. Look at that. I had to. Destroying candles and murals of dead people is creating bad juju. Those people doing this are playing with fire. I absolutely agree. I absolutely agree. It's a fainter Lokes. Sporting high value items like jewelry while in public is like inviting ants to the picnic. Okay, but again, where do we draw the line? Do we eventually say, oh man, you can't dress like it's like this? It's like when some people go to certain parts of third world countries, whether Mexico, Central America, anywhere else, they'll say, hey, unless you're going to a resort, but if you're going like, hey dude, don't dress too sharp because they're gonna know you got money, they're gonna rob you. That's where we're headed in the United States. That's where we're headed in California. We're headed to third world country policies where, hey man, don't wear that watch. Hey man, don't wear those shoes. Hey man, don't. So are we gonna be like the schools that we're all gonna have a uniform? That way people don't know how much money you got? No, that's bullshit. That's bullshit. We should not be telling people what they can or cannot wear because somebody's gonna rob you. How about the guy who robbed you should be scared of the time he's gonna get? The guy who robbed you should be scared you're carrying a gun and you're gonna bust on him. And that's the problem. They're not scared. Minnesota. Moses from Minnesota, what's good?
What's going on, Gil, man? Hey, can we get a little bit deep on this?
Yeah,
something?
absolutely, absolutely. Let's go.
I don't want to offend some of the big homies on. Ya sabes, ¿me entiendes? Pero, hey, bro, you know we're talking about other like all these people coming in like messing up with all the street vendors, man. It's our own raza that is doing that también, man. It's la gente de arriba that are like charging
I don't,
some of the street.
I don't know about that. I mean that kind of stuff used to happen in my hood maybe like 20 some years ago, and it was nobody giving any orders of doing that stuff. It was just greedy ass homies were doing it, but then some other homies were like, hey, don't be doing this shit. We haven't done that kind of stuff in well over 20 years. Well over 20 years. I mean, the kind of people that were getting taxed in the hood were more the dope dealers, but not the paleteros. At least not out here.
Right. Because I'm still hearing that some of the street vendors still getting charged quotas and stuff, man. You know?
Yeah, and that's unfortunate. And that's again that's bullshit.
Yup. So yeah, I just wanted to kind of touch up on that, porque, I mean, you know.
For sure, homie.
No se me hace bien, ¿me entiendes? And then one last question, bro. When are we going to be able to, when are you going to give your P.O. box so I can send that money, bro?
I'm so sorry, dude. I get off work, and by the time I go to the damn mailbox, it's so full. Like, all I got to do is get the damn address to the P.O. box. I mean, I got the P.O. box number. I got to get the address to the mailbox in North Hollywood. I'll Google it tomorrow and see if I can find it, and I will. Man, I thank you, and I appreciate you, man.
Órale, gracias.
For sure, bro. Thank you. Bye. Rap Champion, what's good, player? ¿Cómo estás? American Cholo, do you believe this dude got hit for being in a bad area or because he was showing off his jewelry? I think it's a combination of both. He got hit because he was in a bad area, right? And then because it was his jewelry. Whether he posted it or not, I'm not 100% sure if that was it, but it could have definitely had something to do with it. Florida, what's good?
Hey, how's it going?
It's going good, brother. Talk to me.
I'm coming here from Florida, Broward. Just wanted to tell you something about everything in general, in my opinion, of what's been talked here.
Okay, shoot.
Okay, like a bunch of the old homies, the OGs. They'll say they've changed and stuff, and you know, over the time they've seen things. And so, with the youngins, you know, we also have like misguidance and not knowing when to ask. Also, with like just in general, you know, lacking consistency. You know, this world is always constantly changing, so it seems.
Right.
And with each generation, we need to improve more with what we got.
Absolutely. So is that a question or is a statement?
It's more like just trying to nitpick other people's brains, but also knowing that we all go through the same thing at one point or another to a certain degree, and
Of course.
knowing what's to go after that.
And how?
Can I get some of your
Some of what?
excuse me?
Go ahead. You were saying?
Oh, yeah, I was just trying to see if maybe there's any like life experiences that maybe one can share.
Yeah. No.
When someone's young and
yeah. It's
compared to like when someone's
yeah. Go ahead. When somebody's young.
like what could be the pinnacle moment that a youngin can like change and say, well, hey, maybe it's time to pick up my pants or start doing things a little different.
I think it's different for everybody, but when you're saying stuff like that, it's making me think that you're already down that right path of thinking that way. It's just very difficult when you're young because of the peer pressure, because of what you think others may think of you. But I will tell you this, and it's a fact. Most people that change and other guys are looking at them and feel uncomfortable about it because they want to do that change and they just don't know how to. So when they see a younger guy doing it as their peer and they're changing for the better, you will get some people saying, oh man, this and that. Oh, talk shit. Why? Because misery loves company and they don't want to see you or anybody else do better than them. But what you got to understand that in life, in this world, it's the jungle. And nobody at the end of the day is going to feed you, feed your family, take care of you, and take care of yours the way you will. Because whether if you're locked up, you're gone, homie. You disappear. Nobody's going to your fucking mom's house and taking care of her, giving her food. If you got kids, nobody's going to go be buying diapers. And you'll have guys, oh, yeah, I do. That is very few. There's always an exception to the rule. To me, take care of you and yours, because once you get older and you get out of that young mentality, you're going to say, man, I threw all these years away. And I'm telling you from experience, get on the train right now, get your shit together, get something going, because this is the hustle of America. Work hard while you're young, so when you get older, you don't have to break your back, because eventually you are going to break your back. Because why? Because there's no free money out there. You got to pay bills. You got to pay for rent. You got to pay a house, whatever it is. Work hard while you're young, so when you get older, you don't got to break your back, homie. That's my advice to you. All right, homie. Thanks for that call. Wow. Let's see what we got. I'm Mexican, but that's an ignorant comment, Cholo. I don't know what comment that was, homie. Let me know what comment that was. They have armed security at King Taco. There you go, homeboy. Yeah, even armed security. American Bolo, homeboy. Sí, güey, soy el Bolo Cholo. Let's see what we got. Got the 619 tapping in right now. What's good, Andy?
I enjoy your show. And,
thank you.
Yeah, I wanted to bring up a couple of months back, you had on a Friday where you judged other Latin artists' performance. That shit was good, man. You should put that on a more consistent basis.
Yeah, I've been hearing that, man. I gotta do that. I gotta do that because I have a lot of guys who send me music videos and a lot of music videos. Hey, man, I want to be on your podcast. You know what? I will schedule one. I promise within the next 2 weeks.
And I called you once before, and I mentioned something about how about you reach out to people from ELAC or from get some Chicanos that want to volunteer to help you, so you don't have to put all the pressure on yourself.
No, I know, but I would have to be in a studio, and that's what we're working on right now. If I had a studio, it'd be much easier because this is my home, and I'm not gonna just bring anybody who I don't know because I've had a bad experience before. So once hopefully we get the studio going.
Motherfuckers would like to be part of your process right now, just to be part of the.
Well, I've asked
grassroots.
This is one thing I can use help on, right? If somebody were to make, and I try to sub people out, but it's kind of like they want me to tell them the timeline. if somebody could make, and I got a American Cholo clip, small clip video, whatever it is, channel, right? I put the small clips on there. I've been uploading. I haven't really advertised it yet. If somebody could get like this video, all the interviews I do, and get those small clips, edit them for me, send them to me, and then I could just post them, or I would give them the password so they can post it directly to that channel. To me, that's help. That's like getting the message out there.
See, there you go. You called it out for people to do it.
Well, let's see.
Called it out for the rest out. There it is, dude.
Let's see if anybody steps to the plate. That's what I need help on. Get the small clips, get the highlights of interviews, get the highlights of anything. Give me the clips and actually, if anybody's out there that's willing to do that and can do that, has time to do that, and they know like roughly what's a highlight without me telling them, by all means, man, please get at me.
See, there you go, man. Hey, I'm going to continue enjoying watching the show, man.
For sure, man.
Peace
Thank
out,
you,
brother.
man. Shout out to you, brother. Late. All right, let's see what we got. Time is it? Oh, man, we're about to get off here pretty soon, man. We've been going for a minute. Truth is being attacked. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I don't pump gas in my hood anymore. Man, this guy. Let me see. I don't pump gas in my hood anymore. I make too much money. Homie was wrong for eating there driving a Maybach. Is it Maybach? Maybach, right? Yeah, again, man, what kind of society are we going to live in? Are we going to live in a society that we got to hide what we make, hide what we do? I get it. It's in the hood. It's messed up, but crime in L.A. is just out of control, and it's not just to the rappers. It's everybody, man. Gil, how can I get your shirts? Whenever I order them, man. I'm sorry. Everybody's been asking me, not everybody. A lot of people have been asking me for shirts. I just haven't ordered them. I've been extremely busy, but eventually I will order them. As Mexicans, we're taught to work hard, but that's the wrong strategy. Invest, start a business, buy stocks and real estate, or you will, let me see, or you will just be a laborer. Yeah, I can get down with that, man. Mr. Creeps1, hit that thumbs up. What's up, Creeps1? How you doing, player? I like that little clip you did on, I got to get that one. Send it to me on my DM, brother, if you could, because you got a lot of channel, and it's hard to find out your pages, man. Send me that one you did with Little Rob, the one about him not taking the collabs with Ice Cube and Snoop Dogg. I wanted to post that. You guys want to see? Let's see. I've got a private number coming in. Danny, what's going on, brother?
I got a question for you.
Yeah, shoot.
Do you think all these people that have been killed, like all these rappers that show off their chains and all these things, it's been Instagram, right?
When it comes to stuff like that, yes, it has.
I got a question. Do you think Instagram is gonna get more like strict or add cops, like they have cops on YouTube and have cops on TikTok, and whatever video is inappropriate, they take it off? Do you think Instagram is going to get more strict like this, maybe?
No, because what they did was they just shared a story and put where they were at. If Instagram were to do that, they just have to shut down their platform, because that's what everybody does. Everybody shows, I'm in Cancun, I'm here, I'm at Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles, So if Instagram were to do that, their platform will be destroyed. Instagram, they believe it or not, they restrict more dumb stuff than that. But when it comes to that kind of stuff, no, it's the person who's doing it. Like when I go on, like, let's say I go on my mini vacations, I don't post that I'm out there. Once I come back, then I'll post it, just out of safety reasons. So I think that's what they got to be. They got to be more aware of people are out there, they're out there stalking them and waiting for them to slip. So as soon as they find out, there's a rapper from out of town over here, they're going to try to get you. It's unfortunate, but that's just a fact.
Oh, okay. Maybe like the other caller said, maybe they're part of the Illuminati.
Hey, you never know, homeboy. Thanks for the call, my man. Appreciate you.
Al
rato, carnal. Let's see what you got. Yeah, hey, thanks for that, Creeps. Let me see. Get the sheriff for the interview. I hit him up, homeboy. It's easy to ask him, but a lot of times they don't slide through. That's why I don't have social media. I get it. Me, it's part of the job. It's part of the gig. It's part of getting the message out there. Let me see. I need to see if this person. Pinche Creeps1, man. Look at that. Creeps already sent it, man. He with it. That's what I'm talking about, man. Where's homie at right here? I'd be willing to help out and pay for somebody to do that. Hey, Moses, I appreciate that. I had somebody, but it's almost like they want me to tell them what time frame and do that. I'm like, I don't got I don't really have time. It's like it needs to be somebody who's a fan of the show and knows the show. That way they know, okay, this is a highlight. This is a highlight. Like even that one that Creeps One did. That was a highlight. Boom, boom, boom. If you give me those highlights, man, I would definitely appreciate it. And I myself would pay for that. Thank you, that. All right, American Cholo, we need to manipulate the algorithm by doing a subscriber challenge to share small clips. That's the way. Andrew Tate went super viral. We need to manipulate the algorithm by doing a subscriber challenge to share. That's actually a pretty cool one, man. That'd be pretty cool. And yeah, they had those small clips also on YouTube, and I put them, but it doesn't come up yet, which is kind of crazy. But yeah, that would definitely help because we're still pretty much shadow banned, homeboy. They don't want us to know, man. You on location either way. I'm not sure what you mean by that, carnal. You gotta have your location turned on and drop that location. Yeah, very true, Gil. Do not put the location till you out of there. Well said. Yeah, straight up. I mean, I don't. That's more from my wife, and she's absolutely right. Because you don't want everybody to know where you're at, what you're doing, because there's people that are vindictive, vengeful, and just want to rob you and do kind of other dumb shit, homie. I wish I could help more, but I'm also back at work now. But when I can, I will. Oh, no, for sure, Chris. Well, no, you'll be doing that, man. I appreciate you, homie. You definitely do, man. All right, so we're going to start getting out of here, people, because it's getting late. And, drop that city, drop that state, drop that county. Tomorrow, we should have a real hot one for you tomorrow, man. Tomorrow, we will be live at 6:30. It'll be a surprise. I think you guys will like it. Dun, dun, dun. Let's see what you guys got. I'll give you a few seconds, and then we'll do the roll call, player. Have you heard about the podcast that spoke about their bad experience with another product? Nah, I don't know. It's probably called the Guy Podcast, the Man Podcast, homeboy. East Side, Ocean Side, baby. There you go, carnal. Look at that. Nothing better than catching live at the gym. But guess what? I'm not posting my location. That's what's up. Get it in, homeboy. Get it in, carnal. Later, Gil. That's at 818, man. Calling in tomorrow, maybe. Look at the barba, homie. Look at the barba. You need some black in that bad boy, homie. You need some black in that bad boy, homie. Just for men, carnal. Nothing major. Just for. What's up, Richie? How you been, homie? How's that city job going for you, carnal? Northeast Los in the building. Here we go. Alfonso, ¿qué dices, carnal? New York City. New York City's in the building. Dopey, we out of here, homie. We're giving our shout outs. We out of here, player. 209. Salinas is in the building. Northside, San Jose, South Bay 4A. Hypervigilance. Thank you for those removals, homeboy. Do some good removals, carnal. Virginia 540, Salinas, California. Yeah, it was so nice, huh? Santa Cruz, Central Coast. Fenerlux is stoned right there. He's just laughing right now, homeboy. Oh man. Let me see. Let me keep up with it. Los Nietos, Pomona, Salinas, Yaqui Reservation, Arizona. Man, Salinas is banging, homeboy. You know what it is, Supreme. San Jose downtown. Don't forget that P.O. box. I'll get it, fool. I will get it, homie. I've been tripping, man. Sol Valle is in the building. Eastside Fresno in the casa. Hey, Cholo, you hit up Conejo to be a guest? Yeah, he'll be coming through, homie. He'll be coming through. He'll be here before the end of the year. There's a couple big guys. If not, they're all being called out, homie. They're all being called out, but they're going to come through, homie. They got warrants, carnal. They got warrants. Much love to American Cholo. All right, Ricky, you guys have a good one. Yeah, they don't want to drop the location. I'm going to come looking for them, fool. Nah, it's all good, man. Hey, man, you guys have a good one. Thank you for tapping in. It's been a great conversation. Let me make sure I tap out of here right. If not, I'll call forever. It's been a great conversation. You guys be safe. Don't drop that location, homie. And don't wear that cadenas. Later, people.